What's up, YouTube? This is FlexiMan504 bringing a YouTube video of me discussing to you guys about the newest card that came out, BT13 Catastrophic Outbreak, called Original Saver 0. What this does is when this Dimension Police rides on top of this unit, gives an extra plus 10,000 power, just like any other one, and your opponent's Vanguard actually loses 5,000 power. And once in the Vanguard circle, when it's boosted, it gets extra 2,000 power, but that's not really relevant right now. Right now, what I want to talk about is mostly the break ride effect. So basically, your Vanguard is going to be like 21,000, 20,000 power, whatever it's going to be, depending on how strong the original Vanguard is. Your opponent's Vanguard is going to be 6,000 power or 5,000 power, again, depending on how strong it is. Now, just questioning on that. If they don't have a Nullify in their hand, it's going to put a lot more pressure onto them to use more of their hand and their intercepts to stop this one attack, because their attack is so weak. Now, let's take that into the factor. What kind of cards do you want to play to actually support this? We're going to play the Galactic Beast Zeal Ride Chain. Basically, it's the same thing as him, but except for the break ride stuff. If you play this whole ride chain correctly with 1, 2, 3 correctly, this should be 11,000 power plus 10,000 be 21,000 power. And with his effect, Counterblast 2. Depending on how many rear guards you have, you can weaken your opponent's Vanguard up to 5,000 power. Again, this relies on how many rear guard units that you have, because this basically says use your opponent's Vanguard, and basically it loses 1,000 power for each one of your rear guards you have on your side of the field. So basically, if you have 5 in the rear guard, 5,000 power gone. So again, if that unit is 5,000, 6,000 power, it would be 0 attack or 1,000 power. Which again, with no Nullify in the hand, it puts a lot more pressure onto the opponent to actually kill you this turn. Again, this ride chain is actually not that bad. It's not the greatest, but it's not that bad for this archetype support. Unlike any other support, like the original Dimension Police was going for, the Dimension Police in this section here is basically they focus more on the center, and basically they try to give more criticals off the power up, and basically the more you focus on the center, the more you're going to be rewarded for it. Such as him, if you wrote another grade 3 on top of him, he gets an extra plus 10,000 power plus 1 critical, and if you drive check one of the grade 3 units in your deck, destroy the Nullify in your hand. Destroy one of the cards that the opponent used to guard with. So basically, it is pretty much another pressure point from Dimension Police. And these cards get an extra critical and possibly power up, depending on which one you're talking about. But mostly critical effect based on how many dimensional robos in your center or if they're powered up. So, with that aspect, they just kind of took this all around. They basically took more towards the center line, where you're actually making more support towards the center, and that you're trying to work together as a team to actually attack your opponent directly with the Vanguard. While this one here, he just kind of screws your opponent over by putting more pressure on them by weakening their defenses. So basically, it is fight good against good versus evil right here. Now, here's another unit that I want to talk about. It's Dimensional Robo, Dark Dimensional Robo, Reverse Dayusha. He's kind of like in the middle, in my opinion, when it comes to it. But he's more towards the dark side, because obviously he's reversed. Duh. But again, his archetype is basically you have to have Dimensional Robo units in your deck. While this one over here, you kind of want to focus more on the evil side. So most you can play like Psychic Grays, Kirimura Daisies, blah, blah, like that. Non-Dimensional Robo cards. You can play it so you can mix this card in here. But as of right now, I'm trying to make this deck work out more with the actual ride chain instead of, putting this one in there. Because I like the fact that I can weaken my opponent's defenses by just, playing one card or counterblasting a few cards. That's really nice. But again, this one here, you have to have Dimensional Robos in your deck. So basically, you have to play Die Kaiser, Die Tiger, blah, 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 like that. You have to lock one of them and basically counterblast one, and your opponent loses 10,000 power. Which is pretty nice on top of the fact that it does work with the original Saver archetype. But again, you need Dimensional Robos. If you're focusing more on Dimensional Robos, this would probably be better in this deck. But most decks, Dimensional Robos play 3 of these, 2 or 3 of these, and 4 of these. While right now, since I only have 2 of the Great Dayushas, I play 1 of him, just see how it tests out. It's not doing that bad, but again, a lot of times I don't even play him. I just kind of put him on the side, on the rearguard circle to actually put more pressure on my opponent. So, yeah, it's not that bad. I mean, I like both sides, so that's why I like to play both of them. And basically, they're really, really good. I really like the fact that Bushiroad is actually becoming more and more support for every deck right now, so they can become more and more competitive. Like Murakami's more competitive now than ever. Gold Paladin's still competitive. Royal Paladin's somewhat getting up there. I mean, if you're not playing Jewel Knight, it's not really worth playing their deck. But with the new Sanctuary Guard Dragon, it's not that bad, actually. I like Sanctuary Guard Dragon a lot. Just the fact that it's pretty cool. That it does the same thing as the Alfred almost, except it relies on mostly grade 1s. That's the only downside to it, but it's just very similar to Alfred. It's pretty nice. It's going back to the original focus on powering up your Vanguard by relying on all your rear guards. Your rear guards pretty much do the same thing as Dimension Police. So basically, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's kind of a little ranty, but I just want to give you guys my thoughts about the Dimension Police archetype and how I think of it, and my ideas about the game as well, and the game's sake. I really do like the game right now. It's getting more and more innovative every day, and I just love it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And remember to rate, subscribe, comment below, and give me a thumbs up on the video. And remember to comment below if you have any suggestions for other videos, and give me a thumbs up and favorite the video, and possibly subscribe to me, please. It'd be really nice to get more subscribers. So hopefully I see you soon. Peace.